Yeah, I think, yeah, it's working. Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning, YouTube. You are here one more time with 7 a.m. immersion today. It's a lot of time, then I am here replace her. And today we're going to talk about if my teener self lived today. I think it's a good topic to discuss in this amazing morning. And you are here with Lilian, Luis, Sydney, Michaela, and Tainá. Amazing people to discuss this amazing topic. For people from YouTube don't know what is it, this is Talking Talk. It's Talking Talk is a English platform. Here you use this time to make some practice about the language that you are studying. Today you are gonna talk 100% in English, trying to speak in all the words in English, but if you forget some word, you use Portuguese, it doesn't matter. The most important here is having fun and enjoy the time together. This is not a class, it's only a time to stay together and make some conversation like you are in a bar, in a book. Don't worry about commit mistake. Don't be shy to express your ideas. Everybody had an idea. It no have right or wrong idea. Everybody can share your own idea. You our start with one topic. As I said, today we are going to talk to Beck, our teenager, and express some feelings about it and guide our conversation about this topic. Today we are in six, but I think if I will stay everybody together for a while. If more people come, then I can split in another one. Okay? We can start with the person. I am Rosalia, and I'm 7 years old, almost 18 in 2021. This year, month, I will complete 8 years old already. Oh my gosh, 2 years to be free to do all the things in law, almost, I think, to enjoy. And I'm married, had 2 children, and I'm learning the languages that I love. And I love to stay here with you all guys. And leading start, present yourself, please.
I? Me?
Yeah, present yourself.
Okay.
Yes, introduce.
My name is Lilian. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I'm 35 years old. Uh, I live with my husband and our pet. I'm a data analyst and I need to use English at work. So I'm here because I would like to improve my speaking skills.
Yeah, it's a nice time to stay together and a place, amazing place. And you, Sydney.
Okay, hello guys. It's a pleasure to stay with you. As you know, my name is Sydney, and currently I live in Belo Horizonte, that I consider a pleasant, a good place to live. Although the cost of living in Belo Horizonte is a little high,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, there are a lot of job opportunities here. So I'm married, and with my wife, we have a 7 years old boy that he put us on our tries with his curiosity and energy. So, and I'm very grateful to have a free time, to spend with my family, especially with my son. I think this is important age, about his growth when I have this moment to contemplate, to follow his development. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing. And it's your turn, Michaela. Please introduce.
Hello, good morning. I'm Kylie. I'm 29. I live in Goiânia, Goiás. I have 2 cats, but I don't have any kids. I'm married. I work with clinical trials, but I am a PhD student too. I'm here in Talk since January of this year, but now my routine is crazy and I'm not do a lot of immersions here. and I start to study Spanish too, because next year I will live for for a few days in Spain. So my routine is crazy. I'm trying to come back to talk to do more immersions now. I think that
Which city you are move on to Spain?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. My son are going to Santander in the
Santander.
next month, 20
Oh,
January. Yeah, are leaving and I move on to there to living there.
it's an amazing place.
Yeah. And you, Taina, introduce yourself, please.
Good morning, guys. My name is Taina. I'm 30 years old. I'm married. I don't have children, but I have two lovely cats. I work at warehouse in logistic area. I live in London, and I'm here because I really need to speak English because I live abroad, and I like to learn new things like English and recipes to sing, to dance. I love to keep in movement. That's it.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. And you, Louise, introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. My name is Luis. I'm 45 years old. I live in Campo Grande City. I am a data professional, and well, I'm married as well. In my spare time, I love to learn about music. I love outside activities. I love motorcycles, and go outside every when it's possible to me. Thanks for asking, Rosalia.
Thank you. And you can start with the first question. I will ask for you, Sydney, to start with our first question. If your teenage self suddenly woke up in the today's world, what do you think they would enjoy the most about this generation?
Yes, interesting question. I think firstly, I would enjoy the accessibility of delicious food. I remember when I was a teenager, we didn't have so much supermarkets, groceries, and I remember with just two or three name brands of cookies like Aimoré or another one. So today we have 1,000 of these brand names. I think bakeries as well. We had just two or three kinds of sweet breads. Today we have 1,000 of different things to taste, to eat. It's impossible to not say about technology to entertain us. We have streaming services. We have 1,000 of titles to watch, TV series, movies. It's now it is on our palm of your hands. With one just click, we can start, to watch it. Back then, we we had to waiting, for traditional TV to pass it, like tela quente, Sessão da tarde. So, but it was very good as well because I watched it with my brothers, and I think another thing is about the how many contents, tons of contents we have available on the internet. We can access it, where we can start to learn different things. Back then, we needed to spend a lot of money buying these books, encyclopedias. I don't know how encyclopedias
Yeah,
mean, so that's it.
yeah, it's could be amazing, especially when you think today, nowadays you have all the information on a total screen.
Yeah.
In the past, it's impossible to have it. And you, Taina, what could you enjoy the most today?
Mm, I think the internet, the cell phone in our hands, for example, the I don't know, the technology help us a lot to connect with others. Like now, I don't need to go out of my house. I can study on my home. I think it. I will. I would. I love it. And that's it. The facility to living now with the technology.
Yeah. And you, Luis, how about you?
I totally agree with that Tainá said before. I think that's something related to technology because my teenage personality was very close to technology. And if you think about the 486, 386 PC and what home computers are today is a huge difference. And I think that's a most about technology. But I think that's the only thing that my teenage probably would like.
Because it's almost in global everything.
Yes.
And you, Lilian?
Um, for me, I think I would like two things: the possibility of learning everything with internet, because when I was a teenager, it was a difficult task. Um, and the other one is Spotify, because I like to listen music, but when I was a teenager, it was a difficult task because I needed to download the music. Actually, I needed to find a website to download the music, put the music in an MP3 or MP4 device, and it wasn't easy to do all these tasks. And today I can only open the Spotify and listen to thousands of music. So I would like to these two things.
Yeah. In my case, if I back in my teenagers at the beginning, I think I could be crazy because in my time, nothing this happened. Even cell phone. Then at the beginning, maybe I will be crazy, and after a while, as all the teenager, I start to learn so quick and enjoy all the technology. And you, Michael?
I agree with you guys, but to talk about a different thing, I think my teenage self would enjoy she would enjoy the many international concerts that are happening in Brazil. I think it's something that now I can't uh, go to the concerts, of course, but I think my teenagers would enjoy more than me, especially rock concerts, because in the past this rarely happened in Brazil. I think it's that.
I think Luis would like the most about the rock concerts because I
Yes,
hear.
I spent years and years going concerts around the world, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't like more. I can't go a concert nowadays.
Okay, guys, go ahead. Guys, it's could it be better splitting another room, create another room? What do you think? Because you have more time to speak.
I think it would be better.
Yeah, I will create one more room so quick to to make it better. I think. Yeah. Then I will put it here. I only to create without think so much about it. Only to create. Okay. And In a few minutes, I will back you all, okay? Okay, 3 and 3. Okay, you are here and the others there. Okay, we can continue. Okay. Michaela, can you read the second one? If you have question and chat.
Yes. Question number 2.
Yeah.
What is something about modern life that your teenage self would absolutely dislike or find overwhelming? I think she would probably find social media much more stressful than fun. I think when I was teenager, probably I think the pressure to be constantly online and compare yourself to others would feel too intense. I think when we are a teenager, this kind of feelings is more intense and difficult to handle. So I think life today is definitely more exposed and more demanding, and probably I'm my teenager wouldn't enjoy this
Yeah,
situation.
because the information over, like, have so many information about everything today in the teenager, it would be a crazy thing to realize. And you, Tainá?
Yes, I agree with Micaela. We have a lot of pressure to comparing with others through the social medias, but what is more disturbing me will be the fact that we can't to buy anything like your parents. Like you wouldn't have nothing, but you will be happy because my parents, for example, had the simple jobs and they could buy 2 or 3 houses. They had cars and good accesses to travel. And now the generation is more difficult. It's too expensive to buy a car or a house. And you had a lot of studies. We have a lot of works, but the salary is never enough to buy a car or a house. And
Yeah.
I think is the big problem this generation that my teenager will not like.
Yeah, it's happened for all my children say the same because they said it's impossible to buy a house, to buy
Mm-hmm.
a thing now than the past. I don't know. Maybe the didn't have social media in my time, teenagers time, then maybe nowadays you are comparison with have this comparison with the others, maybe you lost time, I don't know. Uh, and you, Lilian, how about you?
Mm. When I was teenager, I was shyer than I'm now, and I have never liked to take pictures all the time. And in my opinion, social media requires pictures and opinions and so forth every time. So I think my adult, adult and my teenager version wouldn't like this because I don't like it. I think it's overwhelming. And yes, I think when I was teenager, I will think the same that I think right now.
About social media. all the
Yes.
comparison, all the things. Yeah, I think the same for me. If I back my teenager, the social media at the beginning, you'll be so curious about this to know what's passing, but after a while, it could overwhelm me too. And number 3, Lilian, could you read it?
Yes. Which current technology or social trends do you wish had existed when you were a teenager, and why? Even if it can impact in a negative way today, I think AI would be amazing. Because I can do, in my case, in my profession, almost everything with AI help. If I need to create a pipeline, I can use AI. If I need to create a report, I can use AI. And when I was teenager, I needed to use a lot of notebooks to learn something. And if I had the AI to provide me some topics like physics topics, for example, I would be better in some subjects at school.
Yeah, nowadays it's easier to have all these tools when there's a kid. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I always said, if you had this information today when you was a kid, oh my gosh, you are rich today. They are billionaire. And you, Taina, I think everybody, no, at the beginning. Okay. Michaela, you are muted. No,
No,
I can hear you.
I don't.
No, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, now,
I think it's my internet.
yeah.
Um, Apps for language learning and online courses had existed back then. They would have made study much more interesting and far more, I think, flexible. I think this thing about knowledge, it's now it's more, it's not simple, but it's, for me, it's greater than it used to be. I think we have a lot of tools for that. So I think especially for language, now it's more accessible, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say too, because in my time when they need to make some school research, for example, I had to go more or less walking 2 kilometers to access a library to find a book,
Yes.
to find the subject to have this research. Nowadays, it's only a touch of the screen and you find everything. And you, how about you, Taina? Which trend you would have in your teenager that you had today?
I'd like to have the YouTube channel because it has many videos teaching free things like recipes or advices for our studies because I had a lot of difficult to understand the math. And now there are a lot of videos, very good videos help the students to get better notes. And I would like to have the same tools in the past, but it's okay.
Yeah, nowadays I always say for my children, go to Dr. Google.
Dr.
Mom, how
Google,
to
yeah.
do it? Go to Dr. Google. You have everything there.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and the algorithm can help us a lot. If you're thinking about something that you want to know, algorithm lets you. And the number, I think, Michaela, it's your turn. No, China, it's your turn now to read number 4.
Okay. Do you believe teenagers today have more freedom or more pressure compared to your generation? What shaped your view? Yeah, I think it's more freedom because the parents gave the card for there and they can just in doing the picks and to buy something online or talk with friends all the night through the cell phone. I think the technology gave this freedom for the teenagers because in my teenagers moment I didn't have the card. I needed to borrow money in paper money or I couldn't to buy something online. I needed to hope my mother earn her salary, then we're going together to buy some clothes or something. I we need to be more patient than teenagers now.
Yeah, I would say the same because nowadays, in some topics, it's so how can I say, have more pressure because nowadays you are getting married. Why you don't have children? Why you aren't married? Why in my time, no, you only find a boyfriend, then in that time you get married and you go your life and it's okay. Never, my my parents says, why you don't have children? Because it's my time and it's okay. Nowadays, you are all the time because after 30, after 40 people want to have children. In my time, maybe at the beginning, the 20s, you are having children, then building the family. After this, is thinking about your financial life, other thought. Nowadays is different. Then I think nowadays have more for sure about this, but in other things it's more free. And you, Mikhail?
In my opinion, I believe teenagers today have more freedom, but they also have much more pressure. They can choose more paths, access more tools, and explore more ideas. But for me, the expectations are higher than they used to be. Like Stena said before about to buy a house or a car. Now it's so difficult to understand that someone have 30 and don't have any house or don't have a stable job. So this is there is a lot of pressure on the teenager to be different from our generation. So I think they have more freedom because nowadays with the technology, we have a lot of different opportunities, um, but we have a lot of pressure too because it's important to be different than our generation that don't have anything when grow up. I think is that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tainá, Paul. Okay. I think everyone. Lilian?
I totally agree with you. I think they have two types of the perspective. The first one, yes, they have more freedom in knowledge and accessibility than we had. But I also think they deal with more pressure about becoming a success person. because today success person depends a lot of money, and they have the comparison with influencers, and yes, and I have a teenager in my family, and he thinks that all the people can be influencers and all the people can make, I don't know, 1 million of reais in a single month, and it's totally, I don't know, possible, and it's not the difference. So I think they have the two dimensions.
Yeah. It's because all the information that you have today, nowadays, the teenager is it's amazing, but have so many information in their head, then you need to depend of on this, they are so creative that if you have the look to be more creative than others, it's okay. You can have on a month in a month, or I don't know, but don't want to study because have some influencers say that you don't need to go to school every day, only to be creative and to become an influencer. Now, for you, Michele, how would you describe the biggest difference between your teenage years and the teenage experience today? You are teenage, more almost teenager, even.
I think the biggest difference is that life today feels much faster. When I was teenager, we had more offline time, and I think because of that, we had more patience too. Today, teenagers experience things more intensely, and more quickly, because everyone is on cell phone with social media and observing a lot of information every day, all day. So I think now our feeling about the time is faster than when we compare with the past. In the past.
Yeah. And you, Lilian?
I don't know if it's the biggest difference, but when I was a teenager, I used to play and to talk with my friends all our break schools. And we had I don't know 30 minutes to talk to enjoy together. And I think teenagers today they don't have the patience to talk with people because they have smartphones and they can talk using a smartphone. And they also don't. They also usually don't play together. Only electronic or digital games. And for me, I don't know, it's like a waste of time because you can enjoy your time with other people, and they also learn to know how to deal with other people in different situations.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because in my time it's a long than yours, but in my time don't have even TV in my house since I was 18 years old. Then you need to spend all the time together, or talking, or playing. My father, I remember every night my father told us some different histories. Then you have in my family different history that no one knows about this history because my father, I think my father invented this story, and everybody knows this story, but my cousin don't know, my others relatives don't know this story. Only my family knows. Then almost every night nowadays, family almost don't talk each other because they are in cell phone. It was the biggest difference in this time than now. I think this make this gap generation between them, because no one knows about the other. No one know about what happened, or I don't know. I think it's the biggest difference. It's social media, especially. But it's okay having so many information there that you can learn too. But it was the biggest. For you, Lilian, what was a typical day like for you when you were a teenager, and how does it compare to the routine teenagers have now?
Yeah, the routine is almost the same. I woke up, I went to school, I came back home, I did the homework, and I sleep. I slept. I think the routine is almost the same. The big things, but I think we have some differences. Like when I needed to study, I use notebooks, and when the teenagers today needed to study, they use the internet. Uh, but I think the big things, the big verbs involving the routine, they are almost the same.
Yeah. And you, Michele?
My routine was much simpler. I went to school. I spent time with friends. When I was teenager, I was a ballerina, so I spent my afternoons in dance classes. And at night, I had to do my homework. But for me, I understand when Lilian said that the routine was similar, but my mind is it was very different, because now I need to think about what I will eat, what I need to do the other day. My cat's eating, this kind of situations. And when I was teenager, I didn't have to worry about much. So the routine, it was similar, but the worries is, now is very different.
Now, if you could compare your time teenagers with the teenagers, some siblings or some relative teenagers that you have today, friends, teenagers, the life that they have nowadays done compared with yours.
When I compare with teenagers now, I think it is different, because now they have cell phones and internet, and they always online. So they don't have a time just to talk with friends or spend time with friends. They usually do that on cell phones. So I think this is one big difference. And I think when I was teenager, I'm not so busy when I compare with the teenagers now. I think now teenagers need to go to course of English, go to do sports, and do informatic classes. And oh my gosh, it's a lot of things that they need to do. I understand that it's important, but I think the now teenagers are much busier than in the past.
Yeah, because of social media to comparing with your others, all this stuff. And you, Lilian, if you could compare your time teenager with the relative or friends teenagers nowadays, the routine, your routine when you were teenager and nowadays teenagers time
I
routine.
think I answered before, no?
Yeah, I know, but you had compare your teenager time routine, your teenager, your routine today, but now with others teenagers routine
Um,
nowadays.
Yes, I think it's almost the same. I think we don't have a lot of difference by the past and today. We have other activities, we have other, we have more accessibility for some things, but the most important things, we don't have a difference. Like we need to wake up, we need to go to school, we need to read, we need to study. And I think these type of things, they didn't change. I think the mode, the way actually that we do these type of things, yes, they change, but the big thing, it didn't change too much.
Yeah, because as you said, in the teenager time, you don't have cell phone. Nowadays, all the things as in cell phone, they are all the time online. They don't have time to talk with others. Welcome back. I back you early because Taina falls, then you are only us and you can finish together now. You are talking about the number, I think number 5. I would say for you, Luis, how can you compare your routine teenagers with the teenagers nowadays? Routine teenagers nowadays.
Well, in my routine days when I was a teenager, was very simple because we were not connected, you know. My teenage years was in the 90s. So what happened, for instance, in the school, would die in school, you know. So you have a very clear schedule for us, you know. So you have the time for study, the time to play, to ride bicycles, you know, was more easily to live. Nowadays, I think the teenagers nowadays they have a lot of tasks, a lot of activities, a lot of connection. They are connected all the time with the parents, friends, and all the internet, the whole internet as well. So something like that, I think. But yes, is this.
Even nowadays is dangerous than in the past because nowadays you need to be connected all the time to know where they are, and in the past it's different than now.
Yeah.
And you, Sydney, how could you comparison?
Yeah, it's related about Luis said how the people behaved with each other. I remember back then I used to ask my parents their blessing, shake their hands. So today it's the young people they see it so outdated, or why you do it? Oh, you did it. So I remember the situations, the relationship was so meaningful. I believed in Santa Claus, I believed in a lot of things. I had a lot of plans, And for example, when I watch some TV programs with my brothers, for instance, the Show da Xuxa, all the singles so magical, these cartoons as well. It's so enjoyable. But today, I maybe because the young generation they has a tons of things available, so they don't give the the real value for these things, They
Yeah, so different. But as you said, it's difficult to have this compare these things because in this time they don't have so many connection than now and don't have cell phone. They have time to we have time to talk, and nowadays they talking with each other, we talk with each other, but in cell phone.
tougher. That's
Yeah,
true.
all the time. And we can continue with the number. Oh my gosh, I back. What form of entertainment for you, Sydney, define your adolescence, and how do you feel it shaped your personality?
Yes, I remember I already told to Luis about this. We had this habit to play different games on the streets with our friends, to stay in the corners, on the corners, talking with each other. I think it's to have this moment with them. I think it improved a lot my social skills, so I don't have problems to mingle with different people, and make meetings. So I think it shaped a lot the way that my personality, the way I see myself.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. And for you, Lilian, if you could give your teenage self one piece of advice based on how society works today, what would it be?
Um, I think I would say don't think too much about the result. Try to be good in the process. Yesterday, I was talking to a teenager, and he started to work in a company, I don't know, 1 month ago. And he said, until June, I will be promoted. And for me, it's not, I don't know, I don't think too much about my promotion or the money that I can make. So I talked to him, hey, so focus on the process, not on the results. And I think teenagers are anxious about the results, and they don't think too much how to be better in the process. So I would give me this advice.
Yeah, in all the areas, because I would say for my teenager girls, don't be afraid about the future. Give your best, do your best, be your best friend, best children, best company, and best colleague, and enjoy the process. If you give your best, the process back. And you, Luis, what you could say for your teenager time?
Well, don't overwhelm me, don't overthink, and well, everything that will happen, that's enjoy. So I think that's my advice for my teenage self. Just enjoy.
Just enjoy the time. And you, Sydney?
Yes, for sure. I agree. All of you guys. I think the big problem is about the anxiety that the young people they are feeling about the future. So because the technology it's changing so fast, a lot of things, it's impossible to predict the future, predict what the things going on. So yeah, that's it. To enjoy, yeah, the things. Try to I think to enjoy their friends, and yes, that's it.
Have a dream and trying to pursue this dream.
Yes, go after them.
And you, Michael?
I would tell her to be less afraid and be less shy. I think the world today rewards people who explore and learn and take risks. So I think I would tell her to not wait so long to try different things and make new choices. I think is that.
Yeah, good advice too. Okay, guys, you have a little time now. Then I will stop our